Located in Paris along the Champ de Mars beside the Seine River, the Eiffel Tower stands on relatively flat sedimentary basin terrain shaped by ancient marine deposits. Paris experiences a temperate oceanic climate with mild winters and moderate summers. The surrounding urban ecosystem is highly modified, yet the Seine supports aquatic biodiversity. Built for 1889 Exposition Universal, it reflects industrial era engineering and remains a global cultural landmark, attracting millions annually. Stretching over mountains, deserts, and plateaus across northern China, the Great Wall follows natural ridgelines built to defend ancient dynasties from nomadic invasions. The region features continental climate extremes with hot summers and freezing winters. Ecosystems vary from arid desert to forested hills, supporting diverse wildlife. Constructed using stone, earth, and wood, it blends into rugged terrain, showcasing adaptation of human architecture to challenging topography over centuries of continuous expansion. Pyramids of Giza rise from the western desert near the Nile River, built on limestone plateaux shaped by wind erosion and stable bedrock. Egypt's arid climate features extreme heat, minimal rainfall, and strong desert winds. Surrounding ecosystems are sparse but adapted to harsh conditions. Constructed during the Old Kingdom, the pyramids align with astronomical principles, reflecting advanced engineering and deep cultural significance within ancient Egyptian civilization. Located in northern Arizona, the Grand Canyon was carved over millions of years by the Colorado River, cutting through uplifted Colorado Plateau rocks. Its layered sedimentary formations reveal nearly 2 billion years of Earth's history. The region has a dry desert climate with hot summers and cold winters. Ecosystems vary from riverbanks to high rims, supporting diverse flora and fauna adapted to extreme elevation changes and arid conditions. Situated in the heart of Rome, the Colosseum was built on the site of a drained artificial lake in the valley between the Palatine Esquiline and Cælian hills. The region has a Mediterranean climate with hot summers and mild winters. Constructed using concrete, stone, and volcanic rock, it reflects Roman engineering mastery. Today, urban surroundings dominate, yet the structure preserves ancient cultural and historical significance. Taj Mahal stands on the southern bank of the Yamuna River in Agra, India. Built on a raised marble platform that protects it from river floods, the region has a semi-arid climate with hot summers, monsoon rains, and cool winters. The monument is made of white Makrana marble and inlaid with semi-precious stones. Surrounding Mughal gardens follow Persian Chaba design, symbolizing paradise and reflecting cultural synthesis. Machu Picchu is located on a narrow ridge between the Andes Mountains and the Amazon basin in Peru. Built by the Inca civilization in the 15th century, it sits at high altitude surrounded by cloud forests. The region experiences wet and dry seasons with frequent mist and rainfall. Its terraces were engineered to prevent erosion and support agriculture, while surrounding biodiversity includes orchids, birds, and diverse mountain ecosystems. Located atop Cochabamba Mountain in Rio de Janeiro, the statue stands within Tijuca National Park, one of the largest urban rainforests in the world. The region has a tropical climate with high humidity, heavy rainfall, and lush vegetation. Granite peaks and forested hills dominate the landscape. Built from reinforced concrete and soapstone in 1931, it symbolizes protection over the city and reflects Brazil's blend of natural beauty and urban development. Mount Fuji is a stratovolcano located on Honshu Island, formed by repeated volcanic activity over thousands of years along tectonic subduction zones. It last erupted in the early 18th century. The region experiences 4 distinct seasons with snowy winters and mild summers. Surrounding forests include diverse wildlife adapted to volcanic soils. Fuji holds spiritual significance in Shinto beliefs and is a UNESCO World Heritage Cultural Site. Stretching over 2,300 kilometres along Australia's northeast coast, the Great Barrier Reef is formed by billions of coral polyps building calcium carbonate structures over millennia. It lies in warm, shallow tropical waters with high salinity and sunlight penetration. The ecosystem supports thousands of marine species, including fish, turtles, and sharks. Climate change and ocean warming threaten its fragile balance, making conservation efforts critical for its survival. Located on Salisbury Plain in southern England, Stonehenge consists of massive sarsen stones and smaller bluestones arranged in circular patterns. Built during the Neolithic and Bronze Ages, it aligns with solstices. The region has a temperate maritime climate with rolling chalk grasslands. Archaeological evidence suggests it serves ceremonial and astronomical purposes. Surrounding landscape preserves prehistoric burial mounds and ancient pathways reflecting early human settlement patterns. Istanbul's Hagia Sophia stands at the historic peninsula near the Bosphorus Strait where Europe meets Asia. Built on former temple grounds, it sits on unstable seismic terrain due to nearby fault lines. The region experiences a Mediterranean-influenced climate with humid summers and mild winters. Its massive dome reflects advanced Byzantine engineering. Surrounding urban fabric blends ancient Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman layers, making it a unique cultural and geological crossroads. Table Mountain is composed primarily of ancient sandstone capped by a flat plateau formed through millions of years of erosion and tectonic uplift. Located in Cape Town, South Africa, it rises abruptly from sea level. The region has a Mediterranean climate with wet winters and dry summers. It hosts the Cape Floristic region, one of the world's richest plant biodiversity zones featuring endemic finbow species adapted to nutrient-poor soils. Perched atop the Acropolis Hill in Athens, Greece, the site consists of limestone bedrock shaped by tectonic uplift and erosion. The Mediterranean climate brings hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters. Built primarily in the 5th century BCE, the Parthenon and surrounding structures reflect advanced Doric architecture. The hill overlooks urban Athens, blending ancient ruins with modern city life, symbolizing the continuity of Western civilization. Located in the heart of Barcelona in Catalonia, the Sagrada Familia rises within an urban coastal basin shaped by Mediterranean geological stability. The region experiences a warm Mediterranean climate with hot summers, mild winters, and seasonal rainfall. The basilica is constructed using stone and reinforced modern materials inspired by natural forms, reflecting Gaudí's organic design philosophy. Surrounded by dense city infrastructure, it stands as a cultural and architectural centerpiece, influencing global modernist architecture movements. Neuschwanstein Castle is perched on rugged foothills of the Bavarian Alps where glacial activity shapes steep valleys and limestone formations. The region has a temperate continental climate with snowy winters and mild summers. Dense forests of spruce and beech surround the castle, supporting diverse wildlife. Built in the 19th century, it reflects romanticized medieval design overlooking lakes and mountain landscapes formed by tectonic uplift and glacial carving over millennia. Niagara Falls is formed by the Niagara River draining the Great Lake system, carved by glacial retreat at the end of the last ice age. The region sits on sedimentary rock layers of limestone and shale, constantly eroded by immense water force. The climate is humid continental with cold winters and warm summers. Mist generated by the falls creates a localized microclimate supporting unique vegetation and high humidity environments along the gorge. Chichen Itza is located on the limestone plains of the Yucatan Peninsula where porous karst terrain creates underground cenotes and limited surface rivers. The region has a tropical climate with wet and dry seasons. Dense jungle vegetation surrounds the archaeological site built by the Maya civilization. The pyramid reflects astronomical alignments, particularly during equinoxes. The limestone bedrock allows preservation of structures shaped by both cultural design and natural geological stability. Borobudur is situated on the island of Java, surrounded by volcanic mountains formed by the Pacific Ring of Fire. The region experiences a tropical monsoon climate with heavy rainfall and high humidity. Fertile volcanic soils support dense agriculture and rainforest ecosystems. Built from andesite stone, the temple reflects layered cosmology design rising above Kadu Plain. It was influenced by nearby volcanoes such as Merapi, which shaped the surrounding fertile but geologically active landscape. The Grand Palace is located along the Chao Phraya River Delta in Bangkok. Built on low-lying alluvial plains prone to seasonal flooding, the region has a tropical monsoon climate with high humidity and heavy rainfall throughout the year. The complex features gilded structures influenced by Buddhist cosmology and traditional Thai design. The surrounding river system supports transportation, agriculture, and urban life, forming a dynamic wetland environment within a rapidly expanding megacity. Petra is located in southern Jordan within a rugged desert canyon system carved by seasonal flash floods and wind erosion over millions of years. The region has an arid desert climate with extreme temperature variations between day and night. Sandstone cliffs create natural protection, allowing ancient Nabatean engineers to carve structures directly into rock formations. The site lies along historic trade routes connecting Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. Erg Chebbi lies in southeastern Morocco, forming part of the Sahara Desert, shaped by wind-driven aeolian processes over thousands of years. The region experiences extreme arid climate with scorching daytime temperatures and cold nights. Sand dunes can reach heights of over 150 meters, constantly reshaped by seasonal winds. Sparse vegetation and hardy desert species survive in isolated oases. Human presence is mainly nomadic, with settlements relying on underground water sources. Thingvellir lies on the mid-Atlantic ridge where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are slowly drifting apart, creating visible rift valleys. The region features volcanic basalt rock formations, hot springs, and clear freshwater lakes. Iceland has a subarctic climate with cool summers and cold winters. Frequent volcanic and geothermal activity shapes the landscape. This unique geological setting also influenced early Icelandic governance as one of the world's oldest parliamentary sites. Geirangerfjord was carved by massive glacier during the last ice age, leaving steep U-shaped valleys filled with seawater. The region has a cool maritime climate with heavy precipitation and seasonal snowmelt, creating dramatic waterfalls. Forested mountain slopes rise sharply from deep blue waters, supporting limited but resilient wildlife. Ecosystems are influenced by altitude variation and glacial geology, making it one of Norway's most iconic natural formations. The Matterhorn is located on the border between Switzerland and Italy, formed by tectonic uplift and glacial carving over millions of years. Its sharp pyramid shape results from erosion by multiple glacier. The alpine climate features heavy snowfall, strong winds, and cold temperatures year-round. Surrounding ecosystems include alpine meadows and hardy wildlife adapted to high-altitude oxygen levels, making it one of the most challenging peaks in the world. The Masai Mara is part of the Serengeti ecosystem, formed by rolling savanna plains shaped by ancient volcanic activity and seasonal rainfall patterns. The region has a tropical savanna climate with wet and dry seasons, supporting grassland ecosystems rich in herbivores and predators. Annual wildebeest migration crosses this landscape, driven by rainfall cycles. The terrain consists of open grasslands dotted with acacia trees, supporting one of the highest concentrations of wildlife on Earth. Milford Sound was carved by glacier during the Ice Ages, creating deep fjords surrounded by sheer granite cliffs. The region has a high rainfall, temperate maritime climate, making it one of the wettest places on Earth. Dense rainforest thrives on steep slopes with frequent waterfalls cascading into dark waters. Geological isolation has preserved unique flora and fauna, making it a key example of glacial landscape evolution in the Southern Hemisphere. The Nine Arches Bridge is located in the central highlands of Sri Lanka, surrounded by rolling tea plantations and mist-covered mountains. The region has a cool, wet climate influenced by southwest monsoons. Built during the British colonial period, it is constructed from stone and cement without steel, reinforcing the surrounding terrain. Consists of steep hills formed by erosion and uplift, supporting lush biodiversity and tea cultivation, making it a major scenic and engineering landmark.